Hey peoples, today is going to be a different type of video. It's not going to be a beauty video. It's actually going to be a hair video, and as you can probably tell from down below, I'm going to be talking about the Shea Moisture color system, and it's their new color dye that they've come out with recently, and basically it's a more nourishing hair dye than any of the other hair dyes that's out there. This is a permanent color, and they actually have these in 12 colors, and they are available at Target for $14.99. so it is kind of pricey, but I think that to get a better type of dye or a better quality of products, I think it's worth paying the extra money for. Now the color I got is Bright Auburn, and this is actually the color right here. But of course I have really dark hair, so it's not going to be as bright on here, and also on the back it shows, you know, depending on what color you have, it shows, you know, how the color will probably come out on your hair. So when you open it right here, it tells like their story or whatever, and also tells you some of the main ingredients, which it has organic shea butter, it has soy protein, flaxseed oil, and organic glycerin. So you can tell right there that it's really going to be moisturizing, a lot more moisturizing than any of the other hair dyes that's out there. So that's really good. I'm really excited about that. It doesn't contain any ammonia or any sulfates, but it's not completely, you know, 100% natural like henna is. So if you did want to stay the all-natural route, then this probably isn't the one that you should pick up, or any kind of hair dye really, I think, besides henna. I don't think any of them are all natural besides henna. So yeah, this doesn't have any ammonia or sulfates in it, but it does, you know, have like alcohol and all that kind of stuff in it. So if you don't want any of that harshness in your hair, then, you know, you shouldn't pick this up. But this is a better alternative if you do want to use a store brand hair dye. This is a permanent color. I don't know if I said that or not, but this is a permanent color. So when you open it up, it's packaged really cute in this like organza bag, I think it's the name of it. And what you get in here first are the instructions. You get the Radiant Developer Cream, you get the Radiant Color Cream, you get the Shea Moisture Moisture Retention Raw Shea Butter Shampoo. You also get the Raw Shea Butter Restorative Conditioner. They give you a pair of gloves. And they also put something different in here that I don't think I've ever seen in a hair dye box from the store before. But they give you a little applicator brush. So if you prefer to put your dye in a bowl and brush it onto your hair, like maybe for touch-ups or something like that, they give you a little brush in here as well. As always with hair dyes, you want to make sure you do a strand test. You just take a piece of your hair like from the back and put the dye on there, and that way you can like see how your hair reacts to the color. You can also see how long it takes for your hair to dye, so that way you don't leave it in and let it over process or anything like that. I also heard that if you have henna on your hair, it could kind of be like a funky patchy type thing going on. So make sure if you have henna, make sure that you do the strand test. I forgot one more thing. They give you the Raw Shea Butter Finishing Elixir, I think is the name. Yeah, Reconstructive Finishing Elixir, which I guess you put on your hair after. This is like a nice oil that you can put on your hair. The shampoo and the conditioner are 2 fluid ounces, and the elixir is 1 fluid ounce. So yeah, that's it in the package, and all I wanted to show you right now. I'm about to take my hair down, and you will see in the next clip how I dye it. Okay, this here is just a closer look at everything you get in the kit. Again, this is the elixir, the develop cream, the color cream, the shampoo, and the conditioner. And also I forgot to mention that there is an applicator bottle tip that you screw onto this bottle right here. Okay guys, so as you can see, my hair dyed a little bit. It didn't dye nearly as much as I was hoping that it would, and especially it didn't look like it did when I had, you know, the plastic cap on. I actually had the dye on my hair. I got excited and hoped that actually it would come out a little bit redder than it did, but I do have dark hair, so that was kind of crazy to have that kind of expectation. So zooming in a little bit, just closer so you can see it a little bit better. I got lazy and didn't do the rest of my hair, so that's why I have this bonnet on, but you can see the color. My ends dyed a little bit more than the rest of my hair, and that's just because when I big chopped, I colored my hair like a light auburn type color or whatever, and yeah, the ends always dye more than the rest of my hair. But overall, I do like the color that it came out, but I don't think that it's any better than any of the other dyes I've tried. I do like that it is Shea Moisture, so you do get like a small sample of their products, which I love, so I guess you could pay for that. And you know, I've heard people talk about the other colors and that they love the other colors, but for me on dark hair, this is the bright auburn, and I do like, you know, the tint of red, but I would have liked that it'd be a little bit redder. I didn't have a problem putting it on. I left it on for 45 minutes. It was simple to put on, you saw in the video, and yeah, I do like it. I just wish it would come out a little bit redder, but you know, with black hair you can't really expect it to come out like Ronald McDonald red or whatever. But yeah, so that was my experience with the Shea Moisture color line or whatever, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you insight on, you know, how bright auburn will work for you. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.